an award-winning and most moving drama, On Giants' Shoulders. It's the true story of Terry, a young thalidomide victim who was adopted by Leonard and Hazel Wiles. The adoptive parents are played by Judi Dench and Brian Pringle, while Terry, the young boy, is played by himself. And incidentally, you can see an interview with Terry, who's in New Zealand now, in Late Night Lineup at 11:45 tonight. I do hope you'll enjoy the play. Meanwhile, for me, it's time to say good night and goodbye.
Centre. Come on, right down the middle there.
Yes, sir.
Give us some more throttle, will you? That's it.
If we go any faster, we'll be flying. Bet you forgot the worms again.
Forget the what?
Bet you forgot the worms.
Worms?
Goddard! Driver?
Hello.
Are you all right?
Yeah, not too bad. Good. What have you got? Well, I've got 4 of those, and 2 dozen of those. I didn't know that. Did you know that? What do you think? Next time. We'll be down again. Look, you stay here and look after the shop.
Flick.
Yes?
Excuse me,
Yes.
It's Andy. You've got a boy here called Andy. Andy Proctor. I wanted to see him.
Oh, I'm not sure that that's convenient, Mr.
Wiles. Len Wiles.
Are you related, Mr. Wiles?
No, I'm a friend of a friend. I've driven a long way. I don't get down here very often.
If you come with me, we'll see if it's possible, shall we? Elisa. Dreaming, Michael. You've not seen Andy before?
No.
We have several different cases on this unit. CPs, spina bifs and thalidomides. A thalidomide child isn't a pretty sight, and is one of our worst.
I know.
Good. We don't want you going in there unprepared, do we? They have enough to put out with as it is. You've got a visitor, Andy.
Who are you?
This is Mr. Wiles.
Len. Hello.
Is he going to take me out this damp or not?
If you like.
Got to get you dressed first.
I don't want to get dressed. I don't want to get out.
If you don't stop it, you won't go anywhere. Mr. Wiles has driven a long way.
I've got a big lorry outside. We'd like to see it.
Bigger than a Sherman tank?
Bigger.
Can I drive it? Knock all the walls down?
Keep still. You'll never see it.
Going out for a ride?
Perhaps next time.
Is it yours?
No, just drive it.
Can I drive it? Over a cliff? Will you teach me?
I don't see why not. Come on, let's get you in here. Come on, get up.
No.
Somebody's sheep. She won't bite you.
No.
You're not frightened of her, are you?
How do you know she won't bite me?
Because I told her. Come on, get out, you. Come on, get up. Oh, you get up there, Andy. There we are. Those are the gears. There's the starter. And then the windscreen wipers.
Speedometer, petrol. Where's the lights?
You know a lot.
And the lighter?
Oh, not rich enough for one of those.
Will you really teach me?
Next time I'll take you for a ride.
Promise?
Sure.
When?
Next time I'm down here. I've got a long drive home. I said I'd only keep you out for a couple of minutes.
There.
Thanks.
And I don't want it.
Where's the salt?
It's on the table. I didn't ask you to go.
No.
And it doesn't want salt on it.
No.
I don't want it. You were always picking up waifs and strays. First me, now him. I bet he's half stupid anyhow.
He's an ordinary kid.
Well, what's he in hospital for? Bloody sad having for everyone that he is.
For you, maybe.
Well, what's it got to do with me?
It's your friend's kid.
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
You promised her.
Look, all I said was that I'd sign a few papers. I didn't say I'd go and see him. She shouldn't have run away in the first place. She should come back and look after him.
If you like.
Look, I don't want to go and see him. Don't you understand? He's not mine. I don't want to see him. Now where are you off to?
Out.
No, you're not. Not in the middle of me talking.
I thought you'd finished.
Well, I haven't.
I'll be out in the shed.
You said you didn't want any kids.
Yeah? You make sure I try often enough.
Only because you know I can't have them. What do we want kids for?
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm too tired, that's all.
I'm trying to say to stop you before.
I've been driving 9 hours, love.
All right. Nobody asked you to. That's why, isn't it? It's because I can't have one. That's why I went to see that kid. Oh, you do what you like. You always do. And you don't ask me to go and see you. Very nice. What do we do, Len?
She said, wait here.
Yes, smashing. Good going. But he's got legs.
Artificial ones.
Look where you're going.
Careful, Kevin. Say hello, Andy.
Hello, Andy. Got tank outside.
And to Mrs. Wiles.
Are you going out for a ride now?
That's right, Andy. Just for a short ride.
Where are you going to take me?
To a cab. Can we get him out of these things? Is that allowed?
I'll go and get him changed. And you go, Tricia. Chin up. We're below now. Hold on. Stupid thing. There. Wriggle 'em. Better?
Yeah.
Stupid thing. Bliss time.
Yeah, right. Wow.
There you go.
Look like Frankenstein, didn't I?
Oops, there.
All right, love. What do you want?
Dunno. Never been in a cafe before.
Oh, take whatever you like, son. Here, you grab hold of him, and I'll go and get a tray.
Stop pinching me.
Well, pinch me back then. Now,
What are those?
what, those?
No.
Those?
Yeah.
Look, I'll point, you nod. Those?
Yeah.
They're donuts.
Want a donut?
What, one of those?
No. One of those.
One of those donut ones. What do you want, please? Excuse me.
I was here first.
Will you take as long as you like, love? What, one of those?
Yeah, an
Orange
orange.
then.
Orange and 2 teaspoons.
When is he having to face that every day for breakfast? Put you off your cornflakes. She'll put them down at birth. That's what I think.
What you doing up there?
Well, that's what I'll do if it happened to me.
Just do some washing up. Wash your mouth out while you're at it.
Here.
Can I sit on my own chair, please?
Come on, go ahead. Come in nearer.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. May I have my orange, please? Put it down, please. Can I have my donut? Put it down there, please. Now for my next trick.
Why aren't you drinking your tea then? I think we're giving him a free show.
Mr. Wiles, if you've got a moment, would you mind? Please, sit down. I'm glad you had an enjoyable time.
And he enjoyed it, did he?
Very much. We were wondering, in a few weeks' time, it'll be Whitsun. Most of the children have their own homes to go to, but with Andy, there's a problem. Could you take him for the holidays? There used to be a Mrs. Shaw. He stayed with her a couple of times, but she was rather elderly, and, well, we hoped. And Mrs. Wiles? It's only for 5 days, Mrs. Wiles.
I couldn't possibly. It wouldn't be fair on him. Besides, we haven't got a suitable house.
Why not enjoy it? We find with thalidomides it's better if they mix from time to time with normal people.
And anyway, we couldn't afford it.
It's only for 5 days.
I said no.
Mr. Wilde?
I said no, Len. No. Now you're going into one of your silences. Well, you wanted me to go and see him. I've seen him, that's it. Len, we've had enough trouble. Both of us, without going looking for it.
Someone brought that poor soul into the world. Someone's got to look after it.
Well, all right, but it wasn't me.
But it could have been. It could have been the other way round. You asking her to do something for you.
Well, what's that got to do with you?
Nothing.
I don't mind being his guardian, signing papers, but I'm not having him in the house taken over. Because he would. If he comes, I go.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay. If he comes, you go.
Welcome to Nursery Cottages.
I'll do you. Get out. There we are. Come on, get over there.
Oh, come on. He thinks I'm going to pitch him again.
It's too big.
Oh, he's a guard dog. Have you ever seen a guard dog before?
It's like a wolf. Put him in a cage. Put me down, please.
You all right there?
You have to be.
I'll go make some tea.
Like it here?
Dunno.
Oh, why aren't you seen him?
Not as good as Mrs. Shaw's.
No good worrying about that. How about something to eat?
No, don't eat much.
I'm starving.
Go away.
Get down, Sheba.
Go away.
Get down. He's been like that all the way. It must be as strange for him as it is for us. It must be being stuck in that hospital. He's not used to life outside.
Get him off me. Go away. Go away. Go away.
Sheba, wait, hurt you. You're not afraid of things, are you?
I don't want her here.
Come on, it's her house as well as ours. We've all got to get used to each other.
Put me down.
All right.
Where's the telly?
Hey, look, I'll get you something to draw with. I saw you like drawing.
I want to watch the telly.
We haven't got a telly, Andy.
Huh, what'd I come here for?
You'll get better now, I promise.
What about tomorrow? Do you have to go out?
Yeah. You've got to get the work when it's there, though.
Yeah. Right.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. It's not my fault. I didn't do it.
Andy. 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 Poor little beggar thinks he's being punished for something.
That what the hospital did for him?
It's nothing to do with them. He thinks he's wicked.
Wicked?
That's why didn't God give him arms and legs? If he hadn't done something wrong.
Well, I'll have to teach him different. I have to make the best of what he's got for a start.
How? Oh, keep still.
Put me down then.
That's better. Now. What do you want to do today, then?
Play with Sheba.
You sure?
Wouldn't say so if I didn't.
She may not want to play with you.
That's her bad luck.
All right, then, come on. There. Now, I don't want another squeak out of either of you. I'll be in the kitchen. You can shout for me if you want me.
Sheba. Sheba.
Take her away! Scare her away!
She's only playing with you.
She's pushing me over.
Well, you asked for her.
Well, I don't want her now.
Get out, Sheba. Well, what do you want?
I want a biscuit.
You've only just had your breakfast.
I want a biscuit.
Oh.
I can feed myself, thank you. Anyway, I said I wanted chocolate biscuits.
You didn't say chocolate biscuit.
Well, I did now.
We haven't got any chocolate biscuits.
Well, get some. Mrs. Shaw always had some.
No wonder she couldn't stick you anymore. You're a nasty, selfish little boy. People have been running after you for too long. Now, I'm going to the kitchen for an hour and I'm not coming out. I've got 2 meals to make and I don't want to hear another peep out of you, understood?
Can I go on the floor, please?
And that's all. With a cross of hazel flowing on before.
Hey! 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 Mum!
Now, what did I tell you? I said an hour. Well, is this an hour?
No.
It's not even half an hour.
But, Mum,
Oh, shut up, and I'm not your mum.
I've got you something. Here.
It better be something important. I haven't time.
I come and help you? Mum. When my arms grow, I'll be able to help you with that.
What?
When my arms grow, I'll be able to help you with the washing up.
Who told you that? That your arms would grow?
One of the helpers.
Andy, your arms aren't going to grow. If you'd been meant to have had arms, you'd have had them when you were born.
But I got the holes in my shoulders. When my arms are going to grow.
No, Andy, they won't grow. Honest.
Well, bet washing up was boring anyway. Cheaper.
Miserable day. I'm bringing him over to say goodbye. Len's taking him back.
Know where the good weather's going. Gonna take it with you.
But you can't wait to see your mates, can you?
Horrible.
Wish you'd tell me who your hairdresser is, Andy.
You're joking.
Then where'd you get them sexy curls, eh?
Get off!
If it's any longer, he's gonna need flats.
Won't go shorter, will it?
Don't be rude, Andy.
My young man's called Andy. He wears a great big hat. He wears cool blimey trousers. What do you think of that? Here, can I have a kiss?
And what about me? Don't I get one?
Oh, I'm taking him away from you two. You're giving him ideas.
I like it.
Ta-ra, love.
Bye-bye, love.
God bless.
Right, son?
Yeah.
Hasn't been too bad, has it?
Oh, what do you know about it? I'm the one who's had to slay their guts out all day.
Glad to see the back of him then. We can drop him off first. Deliver the load. We'll be back about 11.
Goodbye, love.
Yeah.
All right. You all fit?
Be good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Are you watching, children? Thank you for my holiday. Bernadette. That's better, Andy. No, that's good. That's much better. Come on, you can go faster than that, huh? All right. How about you, Susan?
I just do on one when
Oh, I think it's good. So what do we put next? Anybody? Bernadette. Oh, come on, Bernadette. Try.
What we've done since we got back.
Thank you, Bernadette. Now, for instance, Brian.
Dunno, miss.
What did we do yesterday morning?
I dunno.
Andy,
Yeah?
what did you do yesterday morning?
Had a crack, miss.
All right, Bernadette.
Went to church.
So, yesterday morning, we went to church. Church. C-H-U-R-C-H. Church.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Come on, Susie.
Bye-bye. Lovely service.
Huey.
There we go.
I'll take those.
All right.
Come on, my head.
You ready?
Bless your cross. Come on.
You're putting some strength in there, Laurie. I'd be glad to go. Where'd you go? Did you go
Well, to that place down the end of the high street.
Mind the bump. How do you spell bump, miss?
Bump. B-U-M-P. Bump. B-U-M-P-S. 2 bumps. 3 bumps. Lots of bumps. Bumps. Yes. Now, after that. Yes?
The Scout King.
Ah, the Scouts King. Now watch this carefully because it's a funny word. S-C-O-U-T-S. Scouts. The Scouts came and
They hit me.
they did no such thing. It was great fun. F-U-N. Fun. All right, you've got 5 minutes to finish your letters, okay? I'll be back.
Mine's finished. No. I lost my pencil.
Have this one then. Stupid woman.
It went over there.
Who threw that? Throw it back then.
I threw that.
I'll throw it at you. Jeffrey, what are you doing?
Sissy.
Free. Come on, don't just think you're a welly. Come on, kiss a hand, will you? Oh, shut up. Be quiet. Someone help me up. Pipe down.
Come on, get up. Sissy.
Get off.
Why don't you get
Oh,
off?
shut up.
Leave them alone.
Help me up.
Sissy.
Shut up. And help me up.
I said quiet! Right. Who's responsible for this? I won't ask you again.
He just fell over. We were trying to pick him up. Pull the other one. It's got bells on.
Right. Take him off, Miss Dainty, please. And as for you, Bernadette, I'll deal with you as soon as you've cleared up this mess in here.
Thanks. Freak.
Pull it down to the end. Keep your brush in it. It's lovely. Push hard on your hand. That's it. Good. Oh. You've got your foot stuck on the bars. That was a silly thing to do, wasn't it? That's it. Push hard. Good boy. That's lovely. There you go. Back to the end. You're doing very well. Are you going to turn around now? Good. That's it. Hand across. Good. That's it. Bring your other leg back. There you go. Right, down to the end. Push your leg. Put your foot stuck there. That's good.
Hello, Andy.
Wait for him, Mr. Wiles. Please. He's got to make it by himself. I understand, Mr. Wiles. He didn't use his legs at all while he was with you at Whitsun.
Because he hates them.
We like them to use them every day.
One sneeze and he's over. Make him hot and miserable.
He'll get used to them.
You can get used to anything. That doesn't mean to say it's right. You've seen him without them. He moves about a lot easier.
It's the best system we have, Mr. Wiles. If they don't use them every day, they quickly get out of the habit. That's something you've got to understand before you sign the release form. Then it's all yours till September the 9th.
What
have they done to him? Your face, love. Looks as if he hasn't eaten a thing in weeks. Don't you like the food they give you in that place? Eh?
It's all right.
I tell you what, let's send Len out to get some fish and chips. How about that? I bet they don't give you those there, do they? Hey, Len. Len? What you doing? He's only been home a couple of minutes and you have to disappear.
Just a second, love.
No, not in a second. We want to talk to you now.
Take.
I want to know what they've been doing to him.
What's doing my legs?
Oh, genius at work. Mustn't disturb. Now, you look after yourself there and I'll go and get you some tea and some chocolate cake. I made it specially for you. Didn't know Hazel could bake cakes, did you?
I haven't had chocolate cake.
Now, did you know Mrs. Shaw's?
I only went there twice. Broke her best plates.
Well, you better behave yourself here. Otherwise, you're going to come back here twice.
As promised.
Oh, thanks. Every gesture. You're not going missing.
Yeah, well, I won't go broke without it. Well, these seem to work, so what's your problem? What makes you think you can do better than the boffins down at the hospital?
Common sense. What's the most efficient source of energy that you know? Well, you are. Think how many gallons of fuel it takes to drive my lorry all day. And all you need is a little willpower, a glass of milk, a bowl of porridge. And you can keep going for all the hours that God sends. You've got your own built-in power pack. Thing is, how are you going to use it?
I'm sorry, I'm following.
Look, what do you think you're trying to do with this kid? Make him imitate you. Walk the way you do. And with this thing, he can walk an inch in about an hour. So what does he do? He gives up, waits for you to pick him up and carry him. And what's more, he's worried in case he falls down and cracks his head. So, what happens to his willpower? All that muscle and effort, little return.
What's that?
It makes a start with what he's got. Look, he can balance himself with his flippers and shift his weight from side to side, you see, like a skier. Well, we'll operate a cam here instead of this heavy spring that they used. So he uses his weight and not effort.
So what stops them going off in different directions?
That tie rod, once I get it right.
It's a bit Heath Robinson, but it will work.
Oh, make a nice Christmas present.
If you finish in time.
Oh, we can do that.
Hazel tells me you did a bit of inventing during the war.
Yes, one or two things were mine. On the Akak, bit of radar.
Why'd you give it up?
Too much bullshit. People get worried that they're not going to go the same way that they want you to. I had enough of that when I was a kid. Hey, you don't know I can get a 3/8 spindle with a sleeve bearing. I can slot diagonally. Anything from an old washing machine.
How's Hazel taking it?
She moans a bit by the time I'm spending. Well, we've been through a few things in our time. We used to live in a caravan together. Haven't got two pennies to rub together. But it's better than the life I've been leading. A bit of a crimped existence. Opening the shop, listening to the wife. Of the dead open my mouth. Then Hazel came along. Well, we made out all right. Never wanted for anything till now.
How'd you meet?
Gave her a lift. She was off to a party. Always was in those days. We had one of our own instead.
It's hot and horrible, but it's handmade.
Come on in. It's all ready for him.
Oh, well, now he'll have to wait for us now, won't he?
Come
No,
on.
now Hazel wants to sing.
Oh.
Who wants to listen to it? Come on.
What do you think of it?
Can I try?
That's what I made it for. Get your coat off. Right, let's put you in the chair. All you have to do is shift your weight, rock it about a bit. Now, no more messing. You do it on your own. A real champion.
The amazing Andy will now perform.
Right, put your weight over. The legs will do the work for you. There you go. That's it. And over. That's the way. Now, that's better. Oh, it's very good, eh? That's the way. Keep it going. Keep it going. Just keep shifting the weight. Now, steady yourself. Steady yourself. Off you go now. All by yourself.
You and your friend Curry, you think it's just a game. You shouldn't be allowed near him.
We were trying.
Well, he doesn't need him. Oh. He's a human being, not a machine. No, now, look, next time, roll.
Dad!
No, that's better now. Only roll next time. Do you hear? Roll.
What are you doing?
Oh, leave me alone.
What are you doing?
Next time you do it, use your shoulder. That's what it's there for. It won't hurt your head. Just use it. Go.
Must be mad.
But I'm teaching him. One of us has got to. So that he doesn't have to use your rotten legs. Now, come on again. Are you ready?
At least give him a cushion.
He doesn't need a cushion. I'm teaching him to look after himself, and that means learning how to fall, doesn't it?
Yes, Mum.
Yes, well, we'll try it again in the morning. Just tuck your head in. You won't hurt your shoulder if you do that. Just roll up like a ball. Now, are you ready? You're not frightened?
No.
Now, just roll. Think of an egg. Just go right in like that. Like a ball. That's it. That's better. Come on. Now, think of rolling. Use your shoulder. You won't hurt your head. Again. Go. Better. Look, think of the willow tree, Andy. Think of the willow tree. Bend. Good lad. Go on. Now, see, you don't hurt yourself, do you? Bend. That's it. Try one on your own. Now, remember, tuck your head in. Over you go. Good.
Made it.
up there?
Merry Christmas!
Had enough?
Hands off.
Well, come on, I want to clear up.
Let him take his time. No hurry?
I haven't got all day. Come on, get me out.
I'm not a baby.
Well, don't act like one. Come on, Speedy, let Hazel do it.
Let Andy. Give me that spoon.
Do what the lad says.
Put me on my chair.
You get it, don't you? Right.
Nearer, Speedy, nearer.
Now, what are you doing now?
Andy has ideas too. How about that then?
Clever clogs.
It's your favourite.
How?
It's your idea. I'll work it out for yourself.
Geniuses, the pair of you. Now, why couldn't the hospital think up something like that?
Too simple for them. Andy and I can work things out for ourselves.
This one's quite ingenious. Power operated by gas compression. See, the child uses his shoulder to press on that valve. Back to open, forward to close. He uses his lower limb to pull this and raise it up for feeding.
Must make an awful noise.
Huh?
Gas hissing.
It's only just audible, a slight hiss as the child releases his grip.
What, being stuck in a crane? How would you fancy it? Always having a bit of machinery between you and whatever you're doing, never actually touching anything.
And we are aware of the problem. It's one we're constantly trying to solve.
Why use it at all? You've got such a problem.
A lot of the children get on very well with them. Andy can, in fact, use them quite well. Well, take these. They're rather like Andy's.
Right, but he's trapped in these pylon things.
The child has to be anchored, otherwise he couldn't walk at all.
He's got flippers with little toes. Why can't he use them?
He does use them. He operates the valve with his flippers, which operates the arm.
It picks things up.
Among other things, yeah.
Well, why can't he pick things up with his toes? They're very agile. He can do it on his own. You're just making him think like a cripple.
When he's not using the artificial limb, he does use his feet to pick things up. And we don't use the word cripple. We do all we can to make the children feel as normal as possible. As I said, most of them take to the limbs.
Andy didn't.
Excuse me. Yes, well, Andy is rather more severely handicapped than most, isn't he?
I do understand your fears, Mr. Wiles, but I don't see that we are autocratic or evil. Nor do we regard ourselves as geniuses. We're, like the rest of the health service, simply hard-pressed professionals who are trying to do the best we can with limited resources.
Then why not try to listen to a few suggestions from other people?
We do listen.
And reject everything.
Not necessarily, but experience and expertise are on our side.
So's convenience. Convenience for you, not the wretched child. Because you see him living in institutions for the rest of his life. never having to cope on his own.
He never will. Not if you face all the facts, Mr. Wiles. We do appreciate that.
Then why block us every time we try to do anything? Why stop him using his feeding tube at the hospital? He eats twice as much at home because he enjoys doing it himself.
The difference is you are looking after one child, Mr. Wiles. We have more than 200.
Fine. Then we'll adopt him.
Not serious.
You'll have one less. He'll be on the outside with us. Make it easier for you.
I take it that you have discussed this thoroughly with your wife.
No, but I'm sure she'll say the same thing. We'll have him at home with us.
If you're serious about this adoption...
I am.
I cannot recommend it. Andy is a very seriously handicapped child, Mr. Wiles.
I'll be applying just the same. I'm thinking of Andy.
Oh, I'm sure you are. But I think you also might have some trust in the experts.
Nothing more to say, is there?
How's it going then?
All right, now we've gone for wheels instead of legs. I've got the chassis worked out. I'll make the shell out of fiberglass. Reckon that'll be cheapest.
Still costs you, doesn't it?
It'll cost me. Another way, is there?
You can't keep shelling out. It'll cost hundreds. Well, you haven't got enough for you and Hazel.
We'll get it somehow. I'm not giving in to them.
Saturday, 8th of Feb. Horrid day. Len's been driving all week up north to make up the money. He does too much for Andy. He looks so tired. But he will go on making that damn car. Spends everything on it. Hazel's froze. No food, not even a fag. It's getting me down. Thank heavens I got my diary. It gives me someone to talk to. 12th April. Len's been up since 2:30 working in the barn. Went to work at 8. No brekker. He says he might bring Andy home for a couple of days tomorrow. I can't wait to see him. Do you know how we'll go on for feeding him?
Len? Len, it's 5 o'clock.
I thought I'd finish it tonight before the kidder comes.
Don't lie to me. You know you can't keep away from it.
On the way, though.
Yeah, what about me, sleeping on my own? You'll have to decide which you want, me or that bloody car.
I thought we'd agreed, love.
Love? I don't see much of that around. I don't mind not having any money and freezing all winter. But Hazel needs you. I never see you. We never talk like we used to.
It won't be long when I've finished this.
Yeah. And then you'll have something else to make, always for Andy. Well, there's Hazel too, don't you forget it.
It's all gone wrong. At least Andy'll be home soon. I hope.
Is Mr. Leonard Wiles here?
No.
I take it you're Mrs. Wiles.
Yeah.
Your husband has incurred debts of £345 for certain machinery. A court order has been made.
Has he?
And we've been instructed to collect.
Well, it'll burn very nicely. I'll tell him you called.
Mrs. Wiles! Mrs. Wiles!
Now, don't forget what I told you. It's the right one. To go forward, you press it there, like that. You see? Like that. See? And now you press that one, the left, to go back. That's it. You just take your foot. You take your foot off when you've got to stop it. See?
You can always stop if you're frantic.
Forward again. Now, you can go backwards with the other one. That's it. That's the way. Now, take it back. Look where you're going. Come on, you can turn round.
Come on, show him how to steer
Now,
then.
you've got your shoulders here. Now, you can steer with your shoulders. So if you want to go to the left, you push it to the left, you see? Right. Now, try going over there. Go on. You're doing it! That's really great. Great. Now, back. Push your shoulder around. That's it. Come on, you haven't got eyes in the back of your head. Look round. Come on, see where you're going. That's the way.
It's great, Lou.
Yes.
Thanks, Dad. Can I take it outside?
Yeah, of course you can.
Go on, you can do the shopping if you like.
Don't forget, look where you're going.
Yeah.
Oh, it really is great.
Yeah, it's all right. Still more. You're still got to put in and lifting out. It's just a toy for running around.
Can't you ever give up? Just like I said.
All right, if that's what you want, just say the word. If you want him down there looking at people's kneecaps for the rest of his life, all right, I'll stop.
Here, where is he?
Here, what you doing there?
He's come round to see me.
Andy, on your own, you can't.
Yes, he can.
But don't encourage him.
He can do it.
Bye. Bye-bye.
He shouldn't go off on his own, supposing he's...
It's going to be a first time.
He's certainly got a mind of his own, that kid.
I wonder where he gets that from.
Mum, can you take me in?
Sometimes I wish I'd never set eyes on him. March 7th. Granny Proctor takes us into the raid to pay us a visit. Of course, nothing good to say. Just trouble from her, Annie.
Hello, Hazel. Oh, look, my little grandson. I just came round to see if you was in, with his out.
Yeah. Well, you can help me in with the shopping.
I was just going to drop this little note through your door.
Well, what sort of note? Come on, look. Oh. And dump them on there.
Didn't you know your Leonard asked about adopting? He's come on.
Yeah. We're thinking of putting him down for the army.
Can't he go out and play for a bit? I wanted to talk to you.
It's about him, isn't it? No, he's not going out. We don't have any secrets from him.
Well, suit yourself.
Well, why she said no then? What's wrong with us?
No, it's not that. The thing is, our Anna's decided to get married.
And she wants Andy for herself?
No, she can't. She's getting married. She can't have him. Never.
Oh, I see. She doesn't want him and she won't let Hazel have him either. Nice friend she's turned out to be.
Oh, if you want him to hear everything. The thing is, she thinks it's much righter for him to stay in hospital.
Don't you worry, Andy. You won't have to do anything you don't want to.
Sensible, Hazel, love. They know how to look after them best.
Do they? That's what your Annie wants, all cut and dried. Less bother for everyone, especially her. Hide him out of the way.
Oh, look, it's her kid.
You wouldn't have thought it, would you?
It's the law.
Yes, well, thanks to her, Hazel knows a bit about the law, too. Your Annie's kid wants a home, and Hazel and Len are trying to give him one. If Len wants him adopted, then that's what's going to happen. And legal, too.
You appreciate the court has
to be quite sure in a matter as important as adoption. It's quite routine. Mrs. Hazel Wiles, maiden name?
Bird, like the custard.
And age?
39.
And your place of birth? Says
The Leg of Mutton, Stangroundfield, Peterborough.
Your father was a publican then?
Him? No. He only drank the stuff. It was a van. He was a traveller.
A salesman?
No, he worked the fairgrounds. We lived in the van, the Leg of Mutton.
Van? Oh, you mean caravan. A gypsy caravan.
Oh, don't you go putting gypsies in that paper. My dad wouldn't have nothing to do with them.
I see. How interesting. And you were educated?
Well, I wasn't, not really. Not what you call it in here.
Moving around all the time, I suppose.
Yeah. And the boys who weren't working, well, found better things to do.
Like playing truant? And you've been married how long, Mrs. Wiles?
Well, it depends what you mean. I was married when I was 17, but not to Len. I've been with him about 12 years.
So you were married in...
No, I married him 5 years ago.
You mean you lived with Mr. Wiles for 7 years?
Yeah. In Sin.
And you married him 5 years ago?
Yeah, that's it.
But you were married before?
Yeah. To Bert. Bert Babcock, he was my first. And then Rick.
I'm sorry. You mean you've had 3 husbands?
Well, I wasn't actually married to him. I'd like, but he already had a wife. I was just with him for a few years. And after him there was Carl. Only he left after a year. And then he got himself killed. And then Roger. Only he doesn't count, because I only married him when Len wouldn't leave his wife.
So, Mr. Wiles is your 4th husband, and you are his 2nd wife?
Yeah, that's about it.
Did you have any children by these marriages? I'm afraid I'll have to know the details if we're to help Andy.
Well, I had a little girl from Bird, Karen. Only I got ill after she was born, and they said I couldn't have her. And she was given to Bert's mum to look after. I haven't seen her since.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Wiles.
And then I had another, blonde, from Rick. Only they took her away from me too. They said I wasn't fit to look after her. Not fit if I knew then what Len's taught me now. Well, so now you know. And Len and me can't have any because of me.
I see. Just one more question. Andy is severely handicapped. Are you sure you have enough room here to look after him?
Well, you've seen it. You put down what you think. It's me and Len's home. He's been here often enough. But if that's what you think, you put it down next to the bit that says I'm not fit to be his mum.
I'm not criticising, Mrs. Wiles. That's not my job.
No, but that's what you're going to say.
We have to ask these questions, Mrs. Wiles, for the child's sake. I'm sure you'll appreciate it.
Oh, my God. What have I done? 6th of June. The postman came. Len thought it was another bill, but it was from Annie. She says we can have Andy and knows what we're trying to do for him.
I'm sure she'll not change her mind again, but I won't tell Andy yet. It's better to wait till we see him again.
Having taken all these facts into account, I am reluctantly forced to the conclusion that Mr. and Mrs. Wiles would not be suitable adoptive parents for Andy. C. Hudson, brackets, Miss Probation Officer.
That's it, then?
It's a disappointment. But there's nothing more we can do except wait for the court hearing and hope for the best.
And the judge will see that, will he?
It's only an opinion, of course, but it does come from an experienced probation officer.
You mean they'd rather believe some dried-up old maid?
I'm only saying it does weigh the evidence against us.
I have examined all the documents in this case, which is an unusual one, in that the adoptee, Andy, is severely handicapped and was abandoned by his mother shortly after his birth. At her request, Mr. and Mrs. Wiles were made the child's legal guardians. When they sought to adopt the child, she at first refused consent, although subsequently seems to have withdrawn that objection. It is my duty to act in the best interests of the infant. Mr. and Mrs. Wiles have impressed me by their continuing devotion to this child, and I therefore have no hesitation in granting this adoption order.
Hey! I'm adopted! I'm adopted! Hey! I'm adopted! Hey!
And the name is Andrew Wiles.
Terry.
Now shut up, Andy.
Terry. Terence Wiles with 2 R's.
Well, why 2 R's?
2 R's better than 1.
So if you lose one, you've always got a spare.
Yeah.
Terence with 2 R's.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we proudly
A bit
present
fat, turn around,
Terence
big
Wiles the
big smile.
first.
Great, super. Come to the front. Oh, good smile. Excuse me, love. Mr. Wiles, could you come in? Oh, sorry, love. Excuse me.
No, excuse me.
What about a few lines on Terry and his new car?
Yeah, a local paper, are you?
Yeah, afraid so, yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't like him getting cold.
We haven't finished yet.
Sorry, love.
Finish later.
With no arms, he can't get the blood circulating, keep himself warm. This is the machine you should write about. That one out there is just the beginning. The platform goes down to floor level. The boy bounces himself on, lifts himself up 9 inches, drives himself away, down again. All completely independent. At least he will be when it's finished.
And this is all your own design, eh?
Yes, more or less, with my neighbour Len Curry. Arch Motors did the frame for the car.
But to your specification, eh? Could you move in, mate? So, you've had no special training at all?
Well, you'll learn when you have to. We've had to change deck a few times.
That's marvellous. Could you just look towards me? Do you have much advice at all?
Watching Terry was the only advice I needed. Best part of years working there.
Yeah, lawyer savings, I should think.
Savings? Don't make me laugh.
Hazel, don't.
Well, it's all very well for him taking pictures. What do we get out of it?
Hazel.
A couple of lines on the local paper. What we need's money.
I'm trying very hard not to lose faith. My darling Len says it'll help other people, but no one helps him. When you see everyone else getting on, and we stay poor, it really takes a lot not to get bitter. Len is funny. He bought me a box of milk tray today. He called me outside and climbed onto his lorry and jumped off just like the TV advert. It was so funny, I did laugh. I don't know where he gets all the energy.
For God's sake, do something!
Get the water, quick.
I'm sure it wasn't. That'll help. All the same with these old sheds. Not much you can do once it got home.
I made him all some tea. This one slept through right through the whole lot. What are we going to do, Len?
I don't know. Lost all the tools as well.
Let's go fishing.
Terry, back to hospital. He wanted to be held all the way. Nursery's closing down, so Len will have no job soon. It was hard saying goodbye to Terry. No, quietly now. Okay. That's it. One minute.
Okay. How dare you treat my kid like that? We were taking blood samples, Mr. Wiles, to see if we could feed him hormones to help him grow. It's necessary and perfectly routine.
You don't touch my kid without my permission. Understand?
It's for the child's own good.
My kid was terrified.
Well, nobody was particularly pleased, Mr. Wiles, but it has to be done.
I'm taking him home.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound, for such a wretch as me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
People have been giving us things. They must have read about the fire. The Peterborough Speedway collected for Len to buy tools. And the police bought us a caravan for Len to work in. Seems to me I don't do too badly. I don't think there's many women who spend a lot of time chopping wood to make the fire for hot water. I'm forever making do. If it's not no coal, it's no gas or nothing to eat. I've been thinking. That means really thinking. I don't know how much longer I can go on this way. No batteries for the radio. Terry's always out in the van with Len. Len's been to the labour. They say he's too old. How stupid people are. My Len's no age. Still no school for Terry. They say he'll have to go away. If they do, I'm going to leave. I'll not take the sofa. It's so dirty and worn. I'd never live it down.
And, what was your previous employment, Mrs. Wiles?
Lorry driver.
Pardon?
I drove lorries at the nursery and vans.
We don't get a lot of call for lady lorry drivers, but I will try and refer your problem to another office. Meanwhile, can you cook? Now, we've got a place here for a cook housekeeper.
I'm a lorry driver, not a cook.
Mrs. Wiles, we're hardly in a position to pick and choose.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll drive any sort of lorry.
I don't think he's even trying to get another job. Not really. He's so balmy about his inventions.
If they're welfare here, they'll take our boy away.
10 of the 5 o'clock. And 12 of those...
What have you been trying to do? Lift him up, get him off the ground. What have you managed? 9 inches, that's all. Because we have to use the same motor to lift him as to push him along. Now, once you look at the forklift, it's a little giant. It's narrow, goes anywhere, and can lift him up to any height without toppling over. And then it turns round on its rear casters in any space. It's too simple. We thought the fire was a disaster, but if it hadn't been for the fire, it's daft. But we can have him zooming around anywhere, up to there, anywhere he likes.
That's what you are.
What?
Daft. Messing about with forks and salt cellars when you haven't got yourself a job. Where do you think I got the supper?
Where?
Well, it doesn't matter. And how long is that going to take? Another rotten year? Oh, get on with your supper.
Well, you read it then.
But says he can go to school then. That's what we want round here.
Only if he wears those legs that they gave him. Well, he's not going to. He's going to be an ordinary kid, going to an ordinary school. That can stuff their official regulations. I'm not going to let them cripple him.
Terry, the boy the headmaster told you about.
November 24th. Headmaster says yes.
Now, you've probably not seen anyone without arms or legs.
Terry went to school in his wheelchair.
That's the way he was born. So don't stare at him, Williams. Don't fidget or have your hands off. So I don't want any of you treating Terry as someone special or out of the ordinary, because he's not. He's got a handicap, that's all. He's joining us, we're not joining him. So we'll all have to start the way we mean to carry on.
If he hasn't got any hands, sir, how does he hold a pencil?
He's got a tongue, so you can ask him.
Can you talk all right, sir?
You don't talk with your arms, do you? You talk with what you've got up here. And he's probably got more of that than you have. Good morning, Terry. If you'd like to find him a place over there, we'll find a space for him. Now, we were just in the midst of a project about the fens, so if you don't mind, we'll carry on. Now, what was I last talking about? Yes, the dikes. Now, the fens all used to be very marshy and boggy, so they had to build the dikes.
Well done, Johnny. Well done, Willie. Just an idiot to do that. Here we go again. We're supposed to do this faster. Terry?
Yeah? How'd you wee-wee? I mean, how'd you manage?
I don't, just evaporates.
No, really, does she help you?
Yeah, but you can if you want.
All right, come on, get it. Come on, by yourself. I'm not helping you this time. Now, the micro switch. You know how to work it. Keep pressing. Go on.
Dad?
No, stop it.
Len?
No, you've got miles to go yet. No, keep on full. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Come on, Terry. Come on. Further on. Oh, wonderful. Great.
But look, Lenny's terrified.
Hey, Terry. Look, you're looking down at me for a change. Okay, come on, down to my level.
Come on, Len, bring him
It's
down.
all right, he can do it for himself. Now, you know how to do it, don't you? Come on, the other button. That's it. There we are. Eyeball to eyeball. Come on, down. No. Let him help himself. Come on. There you are. Simple. Back a bit. Come on. Easy does it. Easy. Now, come on, man. The tail, mind it.
Come over here, Terry. I want a word with you. You think you're clever, don't you?
Yeah.
Now, where are you going? Went there by himself. He opened the door, Len. He opened the door.
No.
Hurry up. All this runabout made me starving. It seems a simple thing to give someone a biscuit, but when we remember that the giver was nearly starving and needed the food himself, it was generosity indeed. No one would ever have known of the incident had not Frank recorded it in his diary. He wrote, "I do not suppose anyone else in the world can thoroughly realise how much generosity and sympathy was shown in this kind act, but I do, and I shall never forget it."
Thank you, readers. Please stand. Our hymn this morning, number 120, Fairest Lord Jesus. Close your books. Have a good day in school, everyone. Please turn. Lead on.
Whoops.
Come on, you lot. Bell's meant for you the same as the rest of them.
Hello?
That back room, Terry.
What paper are you from?
The Sunday Times.
Rubbish. Give me the news what any day.
Or a good comic.
Right.
Now look what you've done.
Never mind. Want it?
No, thank you. Stop showing off. You'll go to bed.
Would you like to sit down?
It's that or standing up.
I think maybe the lad and I should go out and take a few pictures.
Yeah, go on, Terry.
If she's going to write about me, I'm the one who's going to answer her questions.
But I warned you, Terry. If he's going out, you better put on his coat. It's there.
It goes outside.
Watch. Which side do you want to photograph? My right side, my best side.
Terry always surprises that.
Oh, it's in supercar.
And that was your own invention.
Oh, I had a bit of help with the body. The wheels came off an old lawnmower. The rest I got from government surplus and scrapyards. A bicycle chain, a couple of windscreen wiper motors. When you haven't got the cash, you have to look around. I'm making another one for outside. In your letter...
Oh, my editor's mounting a big campaign to get proper compensation for the thalidomide children.
About time.
All right, love. Where do you get our name?
From the Thalidomide Society. I've done case studies so far on over 100 children.
Case studies? That's nice. Well, one of them now.
All right, love. She says she can help us.
How? What does she want to write about us for? Sell a few more papers?
Why don't you make us some tea?
No, I want to know. She's come down to write about us. I want to know suddenly what's so important about us. Hazel wants to know. It's all very well for you reporters. You nip down from London, take a few pictures, get a story for your posh paper. Oh, we can't even afford to buy your rotten paper.
The idea is we might be able to help you.
The idea is you want us to say thank you. Well, where were you when we wanted you? 5 years he spent making his daft inventions. 5 years we've half starved ourselves. Never gone to the pictures, nearly gone to prison because of all the money he spent. I didn't see many of you around then. So you can tell your posh readers, well, I've had people in my house looking at me like I was dirt, saying Hazel wasn't suitable to be his mum. Well, you can tell him how my Len still can't get a job, so we still don't have any money. You can make that exciting, can't you? I can just see him lapping it up over their bacon and eggs. Good read, eh? Yeah, well, Len and me had to live it. And it was misery.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, well, sorry isn't going to keep us warm.
Lay off it, love.
I just hope she's not thinking of stopping for dinner, because there isn't any. That's what people think we're worth. We can't even afford to eat dinner.
Why on earth did you go through with it?
I reckon I'm a lucky man. When you think Hazel and I might have finished up childless.
Take one.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Terry. Happy birthday to you.
You don't give me the bumps, yeah?
Oh, we haven't, have we?
So, hang about.
You should have said that now. Oh, no.
There'll be an interview with Terry Wiles in Late Night Lineup, which begins in 45 minutes.